Hey there, fellow history buffs. Today, we're diving into a mind-bending discovery that's got archaeologists scratching their heads and historians rethinking their assumptions. Get ready to explore the mysterious Band of Holes in Peru, a site that might just be the ancient equivalent of a bustling marketplace and an accounting hub under Inca rule. Let's unravel the secrets buried beneath the surface. First things first, imagine a hillside in southern Peru, carved with over 5,000 perfectly aligned pits stretching nearly a mile. This isn't your average mountain formation, it's a puzzle that's been puzzling experts for decades. But a new study, led by digital archaeologist Jacob L. Botnas, is shedding light on this enigma. Using drone mapping and microscopic plant analysis, researchers are piecing together the story of how this site evolved over time. The pits, each up to 6.5 feet wide and 3.3 feet deep, formed a pattern that suggests a purpose beyond just being holes in the ground. The blocks, separated by walkways, indicate a system where people could move along, deposit items, and compare amounts across neighboring sections. It's like a giant open-air market, but with a twist. What makes this really interesting is the plant remains found inside the pits. Maize, reeds, and other plants linked to packaging and transport suggest that these pits were used for trade and exchange among local groups. But here's the twist: the distribution of these plants points to people hauling goods, not just plants growing in the pits by chance. It's as if the pits were deliberately designed to facilitate trade and resource management. Now, here's where things get even more intriguing. The layout of the pits reveals numerical patterns that echo the logic of Caipas, the Incas' knotted cord systems for counting and record-keeping. The repeated counts and alternating numbers found in the pits suggest a deliberate design, not just random formations. It's like the Inca were using this site as an ancient accounting hub, tallying goods and labor. But why here, and not elsewhere across the Andes? The location of Monte Sierpe, in the Chaupayungar zone between the coast and highlands, is key. It's an ideal crossroads for people from fishing and farming zones to meet and trade goods without traveling far. And with a large pre-Hispanic population in the area, regular barter and public exchange were common, ensuring fair dealings. The Inca, when they expanded, reorganized communities and introduced the MITA, a rotating labor tax system. This system relied on tallies of work and produce, and it favored simple, visible ways to count contributions. And that's exactly what we see at Monte Sierpe, a system of counted pits and cords that could be used for inventories, distributions, or audits. However, there are still questions to be answered. Why did this form appear here, and not elsewhere across the Andes? And how do the sections map onto nearby communities that may have shared routes, water, or fields? These are questions that researchers are still working to answer. In my opinion, Monte Sierpe is a fascinating glimpse into the ingenuity of ancient societies. It raises a deeper question about how we understand and interpret historical sites. What makes this really interesting is the interplay between trade, resource management, and accounting systems. It's a reminder that history is not just about the past, but also about the present and the future. So, what do you think? Is Monte Sierpe an ancient marketplace and accounting hub, or something else entirely? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the mysteries of our past. Until next time, keep exploring and questioning.